Hello everyone! Wow, it's been so long since I just did like a sit down chit chat type of video, but I'm trying to be more consistent with how much I upload, so I'm happy I'm finally doing it. I know I got more votes to do a mukbang with my nephew, but I wasn't feeling like eating a shit ton of food today. I have a migraine, so I just thought, let me just sit down, tell this story finally, and upload it, and then hopefully sometime soon I'll be able to do the mukbang. So I didn't forget about it. I'll do it soon. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I can't remember exactly when this happened. It happened a couple of years ago. And I'm just gonna try to create a picture for you for what the room looked like at the time. So there was a single bed here, and then there was a single bed on the other side of the room, and my sister and I slept on both sides of the room, okay? And so that day we had a family visiting us, just friend of the family visiting us and spending the night with us. And then between my sister and I, my mom and my aunt was sleeping on the floor, like just between me and my sister and I. So oh god, this is crazy. So that night, for some reason, I just couldn't fall asleep. And I guess it wasn't out of the norm for me to not be able to fall asleep, and I didn't think too much about it. But I remember just being on my phone, and then getting like this really funny feeling, right? And it was like I felt a presence in the room. And I grew up in this apartment like my whole life. I grew up here. So I never felt any bad energies. I never felt scared. I literally know every inch, every corner, every room, every sound. I'm very familiar with the space. So it was very weird for me to really feel scared. Like I started to feel like my heart started beating fast, and it was so random because for a couple hours, this was around 3 or 4 a.m. For a couple hours, I was just chilling on my phone, on Facebook, and then I got really scared. And it was like legit fear. I don't know how to describe it. I felt fear. And so I quickly put my covers over my head and I started texting my sister. And my sister lives nearby. So I told her, Apu, I'm really scared. I feel like there's something in here. I don't know why. And then even I, like while I was telling her that, knew I sounded kind of silly because I wasn't the type to actually like really feel scared. I've always felt really in tune with like the spiritual world, and I've actually also like always felt certain energies around me growing up, which I'll get into another time. But I did not even think at that time that there might be something in my room. I just thought, it's late, I'm tired, I'm just imagining things. So my sister actually replied and she said, hey, you can come over if you want. I'm still awake, and like just inviting me to sleep over at her house since she lives nearby. Sorry if there's background noise, my mom's cooking. So I said no, like don't worry about it, I'm just gonna try to fall asleep, because I didn't want to like put my covers down. I don't know, I was really scared. So I hung up the phone, I tried to fall asleep, and I sleep better on my left side, so I ended up turning my body and put the covers down. And when I opened my eyes, I saw like this female silhouette. Obviously it was dark in the room, so I didn't know exactly if what I was seeing was real. Oh my god, this is so scary. So I see the silhouette kind of floating toward me, and so I quickly put the covers up and I read like my prayers, and I'm still telling myself, I'm imagining it. I'm still like, I've never had any experience like this in my own room. I grew up here. There's, we have people, like we pray, we're a religious family. Like there wouldn't be any bad energies, and it felt like bad energy. It felt like a bad spirit. So I eventually ended up falling asleep. Like I forced myself to kind of fall asleep because I didn't want to be awake by myself anymore. So then I awaken to my mom kind of shooting up from like right in the middle of the room right here. She shoots up and she's like, Umi, I'm trying to sleep. Stop walking over my body. And I wake up and I'm like, Mom, like go to sleep. No one's walking around. And she's like, what are you talking about? You're like stepping over my head. I can feel it. And then it hits me and I'm like, oh my god, this bitch was real. Like this fucking demon is in this room. And my mom could feel it. I saw it. And but even then, you know, like I'm such a skeptic and I'm like I've just never had any experiences in this house, so I was always like, no. I was like, Mom, go to sleep. And then like right after I said that, I'm like, oh bitch, I can't sleep because I'm just scared now, because I'm like, the thing I saw was real. Like I wasn't imagining, because it was dark. So it was, and I also I wear glasses, so I wasn't sure if I just was just seeing stuff, you know. My vision is not clear. So anyway, now I have to use the restroom. So I have to pee. And so I'm still not really registering that there might be something in here. I'm thinking my mind is like playing tricks on me. So I go to the bathroom and I'm on my phone, like sitting there, and I hear like footsteps right in front of my door. And I live here long enough. Sorry, I just want to make sure. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long. I hear footsteps right in front of my door, and I live here long enough to know exactly what that sounds like. Our floorboards creak. This is an old building, and right in front of my bathroom door, you can actually, I mean, even if you didn't live here long enough, it's so close to the door you can hear it. So I hear the footsteps, but I don't hear anyone saying anything, and it's heavy footsteps. So I'm thinking my dad probably got up to use the bathroom too. And so by myself in the room, I'm like, Dad, okay, I'm coming out. You have to use the bathroom. And then I thought maybe like it's the uncle who got up to use the bathroom. So I started saying it in Bangla. I was like, oh, uncle, like, do you have to use the bathroom? Like, should I'm gonna get out soon. I still don't get a response. So I'm like, yo, this guy is a weirdo. Like, you have to use the bathroom, then say something. So I turned the water on next to me. And the water, oh god, this is so creepy. So I turned the water on, and so the wall between my where my dad and the dude was staying, and sorry, the wall was between the bathroom and the room between where my dad and the uncle was staying in. So I hear this really hard banging from the other side of the wall, and with each bang, the water kind of shuts off and shuts back on, shuts off and shuts back on. And so I'm thinking, damn, my dad really doesn't know how to control himself. And I'm like, Dad, you don't have to bang the wall. I'm coming out. And like, even though I know what I saw and like and everything, I am still like not really registering there might be something supernatural going on here. So then I finish up, I leave the light on because I'm like, all right, well, whoever has to go can go. So I literally say it out loud. I'm like, you can go. And I come back from outside the bathroom and I sit back on my bed. I'm sitting in the corner, I'm looking at my phone, and my little sister from here, this side of the room, she goes, Umi, I feel really weird, or something like that. She said, I feel really strange, I feel really weird. And I didn't tell her anything because my little sister, she's like more scared of this stuff than me, so I didn't want her to freak out. And so I'm still like, I'm like, you know, I feel kind of weird too. And I was surprised that she actually said that, because I was like, and then she herself on her own was like, Umi, I feel like there's something in here. And so I didn't say anything to her, but I was just like processing in my head, like maybe there is, because still nobody has gone to the bathroom. So no one was awake. There was no one walking in front of my door. There was no one banging on the wall. Like, I clearly heard something for me to yell and talk to myself, and then like see what happened with this water, which never happened before. Even when there's water problems, I never hear like this banging from inside the wall. And so I was at that point too scared to get up and turn the light back off. And when I looked back at my phone, my vision went really blurry and I could not see my screen anymore. And I was like, you know, squinting my eyes, rubbing my eyes, and I didn't say anything. But in that same moment, my little sister goes, Umi, I can't see anymore. So that's when I was like, bitch, like I didn't say anything to her at that time. I was like, I'm gonna tell her in the morning because she's not gonna be able to sleep anymore. So I ended up going to sleep and nothing else happened for the rest of the night. But the next day I told my mom what happened, and I told her, Mom, when you woke up, like, what did you hear? She said, I could really feel legs like walking over my body, walking over my head, and I thought it was you because I could hear it and I could feel it. And I told her, Mom, no, right before that I saw this black figure of a girl walking from the door toward my bed, and then after that I felt like there was someone walking in front of me when I was in the bathroom. And then like I heard this banging on the wall. And so thank God my mom believed me, because the guests that were living here, they made me like, I don't know if they felt like I was kind of blaming them or like accusing them of bringing some bad energy in here or something, which I wasn't at all. But now that I'm thinking of it, maybe, because I learned later that some families, they carry like certain energies with them, spirits, or you know, maybe some black magic or whatever. But at that time, the guests that visited us, they didn't believe me, and it felt so like invalidating. But my parents believed me, thank God. And my mom, you know, she blessed the house and everything, and me. And it was just such a scary experience. And it actually, something happened at the end of that week, or like within a week or two, that happened, and then nothing ever happened again. But I'm still gonna tell you what happened later that week, because I think it's related to what happened that night. So after that happened, I actually didn't worry about it too much. I still wasn't really afraid to stay in my room, because I just thought it came with the family, you know, once the because I have never had those type of experiences, and I've been here by myself. I've been here like with people growing up, other guests, and so when they left, my worries kind of left too. So this day in particular, my younger sister was out of state, so it was just me in this room by myself, and I was sleeping on her bed, so this side of the room. And I fell asleep and my legs were like turned. It was dark, around evening time, 6 or 7 p.m. Only my mom was home at that time, and she was in the kitchen. And I can legit hear again footsteps in my room, and it sounded like someone was ruffling through the bags or the drawers on the opposite side of the room. So I heard it for a while, and that's why it got really annoying. And I was like, Mom, you can turn the light on, like screaming to myself again. I was like, Mom, you keep waking me up. What are you looking for? Tell me, maybe I can help you. So I was like, okay, whatever, don't tell me, but put the light on, look for it. No response. And you know, sometimes my mom, like while I'm sleeping, she'll come like touch my arm, touch my leg, like rub me, or try to like, you know, try to help me fall asleep, or just see if I'm asleep. So while I was turned, I fell asleep again, and like I woke up to her like kind of clasping my leg. And I turned to kind of like talk to her. I was like, Mom, like I literally said Mom, and there was no one there. There was nothing, and I was holding a teddy bear while I was asleep. And you know, like growing up Muslim, like we didn't really have teddy bears or dolls in the house. There's like their stigma. So I thought that there was the teddy bear was possessed, or because I fell asleep with the teddy bear, these things are coming to me. So I threw that teddy bear across the room and I ran to the kitchen. I was like, Mom, something touched me, something touched me. And my mom freaked out, and I love my mom for believing me, because I can't imagine going through that and then having to tell someone and not like not be believed, like, because I already sound like a crazy person telling this story. So I'm very grateful that my mom believed me. And then again, she blessed the house. She talked to my dad about it and everything, and thank God, alhamdulillah, since then I have never had any experiences like that. Living here, very, like, I always felt very safe, comfortable, and even if I did feel certain spirits or energies, it never felt like demonic. Like, this was really scary. Like, I have never in my life had something touch me. So that's my paranormal story. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I told it well. I'm not a good storyteller, but if you want to see more like this, then let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends if you enjoyed it. And if you have any more video recommendations, definitely let me know. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Mwah.